Hey everyone, it's time for some more Monster Hunter. Also, holy shit, what happened to the views in the last video? Thank everybody who wants to actually watch this slot. That said, let's get into it. So this is where we'll be doing our first big monster hunt. That will be slaying the Velocidrome. It's pretty simple. After you kill those Velociprey, their leader shows up. It's bigger and it has an orange crest on it. Find it and kill it. I'll probably be doing one, maybe two other quests in this video. But the highlight will definitely be Velocidrome because he is absolutely broken. You can literally stun lock him forever. I also just realized that I have the hammer equipped, so let me abandon the quest and get the sword and shield. Because this is probably the only mission where the sword and shield will be actually viable. Really though, I just can't say this enough. I was slobbering over myself with excitement in the last video, after looking at the last video and just seeing how much reach it actually got. Just knowing that I can just come out here and do this and it's actually turning into something I can viably do. I don't even know how to process this. Even just now, I got so excited I forgot the map. Yeah! So we can probably ignore the Velociprey over here. I believe the Velocidrome spawns in Area 10, so it should be in Area 3 by now. At least no further than Area 3. It should be either in Area 3 or Area 10. Now this is where the paintballs actually come in, because as soon as I find the Velocidrome, I can actually show you how it works. I know in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate it spawns in Area 4, but I don't think it should be there. I don't think anything spawns in Area 4 in this game. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so, just for the record, this thing has no poise. Watch what happens when I throw a paintball at it. Oh, well, let's try not to suck at the game, right? Oh, God. Ow. See, honestly, the hardest part about this fight are the Velociprey, which is why you got the flash bombs. So, watch what happens whenever I do this. Yep, there you go. So, honestly, I'm just going to ignore the Velociprey, because I think I can hit this guy like 15 or 20 times, and it should kill him. But, as you can see, you can literally just stun like this guy into oblivion if the camera doesn't fight against you. Honestly, I'm going to get out of this bush, because I can't see anything. Well, I'm just going to get out of here and heal. Also, if you didn't know, you can use an herb for reduced effect healing. It's like a potion, but worse. Or like a green herb from Resident Evil. I guess it is from the same people who made Resident Evil, so yeah, makes sense. If you don't know, the jump attack in this game is probably the most effective move in terms of damage. And I guess poise damage as well. At least on the sword and shield. Alright, so more are gonna spawn eventually, but now I can just stun lock this guy. I also think it's funny that they can damage each other. There we go. See? That easy. But what I'm going to do right now, because in this game, unfortunately, the monsters don't de-aggro whenever you actually kill the main monster. So I'm just going to blind everything real quick. That way I can actually carve the Velocidrome. It really is unfortunate, though, because you can't keep the flash bombs at the end of the mission, and since you start with 5, it is pretty useful. Honestly, your best bet, if you want to avoid being harassed by too many Velociprey, or at least have more room to maneuver around in, is at the end of the mission, or excuse me, at the start of the mission, whenever you first find Velocidrome, you can just throw a dung bomb at it and run out the area and it should leave. And of course, I'm going to farm these guys as much as I can before the end of the mission, because the scales sell well, and I need to upgrade my sword and shield. For what it is, it's not a bad haul. Alright, so now we can actually do the 3-star missions, and this is where we'll find the Yankutku, which I am not going to do right now. So this one is the Velocidrome Redux. It says another Velocidrome has shown up. It also said they sighted something nearby, a nearby wyvern. So technically it's the same mission, but I believe there's either a Rathalos or a Gypsaros nearby. It's probably no, wait, it's probably Yankutku. Either way, there's two. The catch with this mission is there's 2 large monsters in it. So you just pretty much gotta be careful. Make sure you got some dung. I don't know if I have any dung. Let me check. I do not. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of the items from this box, and especially the paintball. Because if I run into the second monster, it would be a good idea to paintball them so I know exactly where they are. Pro tip for those of you having to do multiple monster hunts. What I can do now is, well, I actually don't have the right materials, I think. I don't know if you just need a dung and a bomb casing, or dung, a bomb casing, and something else, but I'm just going to go ahead and get some dung from over here. I'm not sure if I can use it, though. Oh, dang, and already I've run out of pouch space. So I got it, nutrients. That's actually going to be useful. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to discard this dung, and I'm going to use my rations. Honestly, though, for this mission, it's a really poor idea, but just to show you what it does, I'm going to use these nutrients. And it'll increase my health by a bar, although it won't restore the health like it does in other games. So like in other games, it doesn't restore the health, but it also increases your current health by a similar amount as your maximum health to kind of balance it out. Alright, let me see if I can actually use the dung. And yeah, that's what I figured, I can. But the flash bombs will help if I need to get away in a pinch. Yep, and there's the Velocidrome. So I'm just gonna boop. This is probably one of the best places to fight it, because even though there's a bunch of Velociprey here, it's a really wide area, so you have more room to maneuver around in.
Stop it!
You also have to be careful with the positioning, because your character can lock in place if you keep just spamming the attack. So you have to do some thinking and maneuver properly. Oh, so that's what I mean. I did it too fast 2 times in a row, and I just kind of went in the same direction. Also, it's a very linear attack, and as much as these guys move around, it's a little hard to set it up. So what I want to do is not let this guy get away. I just want to do that. And then I get a flash bomb, and then I wait for the camera to stop so that I can do this. Screw you. Oh no, I won't be able to carve it, dude. Let me carve. Ah, you butt. Oh well. And this is also a really good way to farm the Velociprey, and my controller just died, so excuse me a moment. Alright, I'll probably go ahead and do one more quest before I call it a video for today. Oh no. Yeah, it's not going to happen. So it looks like what I'm going to do is slay 10 Velociprey. A pack of 10 Velociprey have been preying on my cows. There's cows in this world? What? I don't think I've ever seen any. They're too much for me to handle. Please get rid of them for me. I would love to. Velociprey are so annoying. But what I'm going to do first is cancel the quest, and then I'm going to switch over to Hammer Time. I'm also going to store my Kutku Scales and Small Monster Bones, because those will be used for later upgrades. I will say any large barrel bombs or small barrel bombs I get, I'm going to save those for Rathalos as well. While I'm here, it would be a good idea to improve my sword and shield, and probably the hammer first, honestly, because I'll be using this mostly. Alright, now let's slay the Velociprey. So honestly, in this mission, you shouldn't need to do too much. All you really gotta do is get the mini whetstones, get a little bit of healing, and I know there's a paintball here. Always get the paintballs, because you can keep the paintballs after the emissions. Same with flash bombs and other things like that. I'm actually gonna save a slot and not get the map, because I know exactly where I'm going. Honestly though, while I do murder these guys, I do want to go over something. So I never really thought that my channel would grow as fast as it's currently growing. And honestly, all I can really say to that is just thank you again. I know I keep saying this almost every single video, but it is so hard for me to just fathom that I'm anywhere near good enough to have like almost 200 views on a video. In the grand scheme of things, when it comes to YouTube, that's nothing, obviously. You know, you look at Markiplier, he gets like 1 million views per video. And if you get 1 million views, that's, in terms of ad revenue at least, which, again, I'm not going to have ads on my video, that equates to like a couple $1,000s. So, you know, obviously that's nothing in the grand scheme of things, but at the same time, it's just like being able to play the game that I love and share my passion for this series with people who just want to join me along for the ride, it absolutely blows my mind. And honestly, I have for those of you who have watched this far, I have a special surprise at the end of the year. For anybody who's watching, I have a certain milestone I want to reach, and if I reach that milestone, I have a surprise for everybody. Anyway, so I will say that something about these Slay the Whatever quests is that they're very unique in that the monsters don't respawn. There's a certain amount of monsters throughout the map. It's more than the monsters you need to kill. So there's more than 10 Velociprey on the map right now, but they don't respawn, and they're set up in a way to allow you to actually explore the map and kill them. Otherwise, everybody would just stay in Area 2 and farm them, and they'd be done with the quest in like 5 minutes. So obviously right now, if I go back to Area 2, there won't be any Velociprey left. Or at least there shouldn't be. I think under certain circumstances, or after a certain period of time, they will respawn once you leave the area and come back. But they don't just infinitely respawn like they normally do. So right now, I'm going to kill this Velociprey, and there's going to be 3 left, and I can probably go to like Area 10 or something, and there'll be 3 more. I was actually wrong. There are no Velociprey here. Although, I do believe I remember where they are now. They're in the... I can't remember which area it is. I think it's Area 6. I know that the last time I played this quest, they're in a really stupid area. I'm gonna check Area 5 first, and then go into the cave. So Area 4, then Area 5, yeah. I also remember they showed some gameplay of the Greatsword and the Monster Hunter Wilds trailer, and something I think is funny is that they haven't shown any other weapons. I guess they're doing that on purpose to kind of build the hype, like, oh, how will these changed weapons play? But at the same time, I'm impatient, so all I can think is, bro, just show me the gameplay. But I'm definitely getting Wilds. I'm probably going to play through Wilds when it released, just to kind of break things up and play something a bit more modern. But at the same time, I can also understand, like, hey, you kind of got to wait. And for me, it'd be good for my channel as well. I think it'd be a good place to wait for my channel to build up a little more and then play through Wilds. Something you gotta be careful about is that in these older games, you really have to roll out the animations at the end of the weapon attacks, or at the end of the weapon swings, I guess, because if you don't, you'll be locked in place playing a lengthy animation, and that can get you killed. You can still teabag. So I'm actually going to see if I can do one last mission before the end of the episode. So let's see what's available. That's the Uncut Coup, Velocidrome Redux. Wyvern Egg Acquisition. Oh god, I think this is the evil one. No, this isn't the evil one. I want to try... Oh no, it is the evil one. Because first it says you only need to deliver 1. And this is actually an error on the developer's part because they want 2 Wyvern Eggs. And yeah, I'll probably do that next episode. This is the most evil mission in the entire game, at least to my knowledge. And then of course there's Liver of Legend, which is just the most annoying mission in the entire game. Honestly, just screw 3-star quests in general because they just suck. Anyway, that said, understand these videos are probably going to be a little bit shorter since I'm not going through entire star levels in terms of doing the quests and stuff. But honestly, I just want to do this whenever I can and just bring you guys along for the ride. I want to have fun. I want you guys to have fun. And yes, while I do want to make money off of this and make this my living, that's not all that matters to me. I really just want to bring Monster Hunter to everybody's attention so that maybe when I go play Monster Hunter G, or maybe whenever I go play Monster Hunter Dulce, there will actually be people wanting and willing to play with me. And really, that's mostly what it's all about. So, to all of you who've helped my channel spike in viewership and just help my channel be seen by the algorithm more, thank you all so much. Just thank you for watching. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for everything. That said, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. I do have a Patreon linked in the description below. Keep in mind my videos will never be paywalled, but instead of allowing ads on my content, I'd prefer if my viewer base employed me directly. So I'll leave everything linked in the description below. That said, thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.